I welcome you with honor. I love to hear the laughter, and I love seeing that I know now several of you, yeah? Do you see that? Have we looked around, like, coming together so sweet, day 4, yeah? We recognize a little bit the people who were strangers and are a little bit closer. So come to your comfortable seat, and we'll let the people roll in, but I want to honor your time that you got here on time. Pull the flesh away from your sit bones. And welcome to finding your inner GPS. Inner GPS. So, some of you have heard this, but I'm from Philadelphia. I own a yoga studio there called Sanctuary Yoga and Mindfulness in the heart of the city. And I was very blessed with the good fortune of being offered the teachings and practices when I was 5 years old. And growing up at this time, yoga was not mainstream in the 80s at all in the mid-Atlantic area. And it was considered, very frankly weird. And I remember if I mentioned, oh, I do this practice or yoga, people say, oh, you're a Buddhist or oh, you're a Sikh, There was not like it is now. And though I don't know each one of you individually, I am sure you have your own unique story about your own path that maybe is a little eccentric to other people, yeah? And Robert Frost, the poet, says, 2 roads diverge in a wood, and I took the one less traveled by, and that has made all the difference. So we've all come here together in this radical act, because even though yoga now, there's, the studio and on every block and in every yoga commercial or whatever, I see a pose and a posture, which is so sweet, right? That there are more teachings, more practice, more consciousness coming into this world. But now like the radical act that you've done this weekend is come together to go deeper, right? Not just to the body, physical, but triadic approach, body, heart, mind, deep integration. Because getting to know your body, being present for 4 days in your body is a radical act. Getting to know the topography of your mind and staying with that takes great bravery. Getting to know your own heart, your psyche, staying with that for 4 whole days is a radical act of courage. Courage comes from the Latin root cœur, right? Even the French cœur. Those of you who speak French, yeah? Right? Which means you're rooted in the heart. And in yoga, the act of being radical, the act of deep self-exploration and courage is embodied in this symbol, this archetype known as Hanuman. Hanuman is depicted as a monkey god, and he is the energy, like a mirror when we see or talk of him, to reflect back to you all the ways that you choose the road less traveled by, that you dial in through the practices to your own inner GPS. Hanuman, from many, many, many moons ago, it's said, but you know what? It's not that long ago, because it's happening right near now in your very own psyche, body, heart. He loved to serve his path, his road less traveled by, which was to his teacher, who was named Lord Rama. Lord Ram happened to be a king married to a queen, Sita, and ruled in alignment, spreading and sharing great light. And he was in service. Anything he would do for this king or queen. He's the part of you, or maybe you have someone in your life, yeah, where you could text them, you could call them at any time of day, and they would be there for you if you needed them, yeah? Have we had that person in our life? Or maybe you're that person. Some of us are that person for everyone, yeah? I see smiles. So that's the Hanuman, that energy of bravery and a full showing up, following your own path true. He hangs out with all these humans, but he's a monkey. So he gets into a little situations and stories, which I'll share throughout the asana. But one day, his teacher, Ram, was fighting this great battle, and the universe was at stake. The forces of darkness and the forces of light. And his great teacher, who is destined, right, to carry the light forward, because he's a Ram, one of the creators, sustainers, and dissolvers of the universe, is really bummed and upset and really has a great anxiety attack because his brother, who's his top general, gets wounded in the ankle. And so no one can find the right herb, the right medicine to give. And Hanuman says, I'll do it. Because Hanuman, with his devotion, actually develops through his practices the power to fly. So he's a monkey that can fly. And so he does this great big split. Have we ever done Hanuman? That's a harbinger of things to come, by the way, soon. This great big split. And the homeopathic herbalist tells him, way up on this mountain where no one can reach, you have to take this path and turn right and turn left and this and that. You can find it. Well, he realizes there's not time for this. And he says, I have this superpower from my practices, from my devotion, from my courage. And so he leaps, he flies to be quick and expedient, and he looks at the top of the mountain and he can't see and distinguish the herbs. Why? Because he's a monkey. He doesn't know herb from herb. He doesn't have that kind of mind of refinement. So he thinks what to do. And then he, in a great big act of strength, service, devotion, he pulls the entire mountain up, uproots the mountain, flies the mountain back to his master, guru, teacher, in service. And everyone looks at him like he's crazy. This monkey is crazy. Like the guru, the teacher, is going to be so pissed off. The guru comes out and he says, wow, this saves my brother. And guess what? This rare herb will actually serve all of you. So Hanuman is the energy within you that when you listen to this inner GPS and when you really take this path, your road less traveled by, that will make all the difference. And in serving the one, we serve the many. Yeah? So let's begin the practice of harnessing and of plugging in to this most important energy of Hanuman within you. Take a comfortable seat. We'll take Hridaya Mudra, heart mudra, because Hanuman is all about that inner GPS in the heart. So this first position of the hands, you know how you make the okay symbol? Yeah, okay? Like, it's all, you're okay. Yes. In this moment, you're okay, and you really are. Yeah? Thumbs and index fingers together. Then take your index fingers down, and you root the index fingers down, yeah? Then see you have your middle and ring finger. They're gonna touch the tip of your thumb. This is called Hridaya Mudra. It activates the deep values and pathways of wind and energy in your heart and starts to open them up sweetly. Place them on the center of your lap. If you feel like you want to root them at the heart, bringing your thumb tips together, it even makes a sweet little heart, which I love, but honor where it feels right for you. You can begin to close the eyes. Hanuman is born from the god of the wind, the goddess of air. So he's associated with Vayu, the wind, the power of the element of wind, which is so present there in the mountains, yeah? So step into your sweet Ujjayi breath. Anchoring down into the inhale, lips together, teeth apart. As you deepen your breath, feel the wind around you. Remember, you're in the mountains. And then feel into your heart space. Feel the center of yourself. Hridaya. In yoga, the core is not considered really the physical belly. In India, Hridayam refers to core, heart center, like the core of an apple, that red apple in the center of you. And all the ways that you show up, we're going to sing one Om and offer that Om to you. And you're showing up here today, the last day. We're going to go for it fully. One Om, offer to yourself. In serving the one, you serve the many. Deep inhale. Seal the palms together now at your heart. Touch the thumbs to that heart space that we're going to open up today. Anjali Mudra. Anjali in ancient times meant spaciousness. So we offer this practice from a place of space, air. Bow into yourself. When you're ready, God bless you. Pranams, inhale, lift your head, and we'll come standing. Let's get to it. Day 4, yeah? We've got DJ Drez here, who is so extraordinary, just so elated.